it's Kelly and I'm back, and look at who I am scrapbooking again. This is my great nephew. I've delivered two of his first year baby albums to my great nephew and niece, and this is going to be for the third one. So he's going to have a lot of first year baby albums, but that's okay. I'm not determining the pictures that are being scrapbooked. They are, so that's okay with me. So I am starting here with that chevron paper from Echo Park. It's the Lucky and Love paper from Allison Kreft, and it's the journal cards paper, and I just took it and I mounted the photo of him on it. And then I know I'm going to use that heart background paper, which is from Echo Park Lucky and Love, the Lovely Circles paper. And I thought I needed some sort of thing to really contrast with the two reds. And since he's wearing like gray pants there and has that red Wisconsin little t-shirt on, I thought I would put that black dot paper, which is from Bella Boulevard Pop Quiz. It's a daily details paper. So then I am going to take this black polka dot washi tape, which is from Queen & Company, and I'm going to put it along the bottom. And what I'm doing here, guys, this is another one of my layouts for that Chinese Whispers challenge that I was doing at this time, and that's because you're going to see these about a month or so after that ends. I'm not going to put them out there until it's done, because otherwise that ruins it, because people will could see what my layouts end up looking like. And the whole point of Chinese Whispers, it's like the telephone game where someone creates a layout and then they pass it to the next person, and the next person, and then that person passes their layout to the next person, and at the end you see how close you all got to the original. So the idea is to scrap lift this as exactly as you can, not necessarily using the same papers, but the same arrangement of everything. Now, I don't always have exactly what, or it doesn't make as much sense in my brain sometimes, you know, depending on how you think. So I try to keep it as close as I can. And this is pretty close to the original. I'm not going to show you the original of any of these, though, because it's somebody else's layout, and I don't have their okay to put that out there on the internet. But let's just say this is very close. So there were two pieces of, I think, paper and stickers so it would have been a sticker here where the hearts are going, and paper towards the top layer where I have the black polka dot washi. This heart tape, this glitter heart tape, is from Target. Valentine's Day, if not last year, the year before. And since this is a Valentine's Day themed layout, this is taken on Valentine's Day of 2019, and he is wearing a shirt that I am loved by a whole bunch of people from here, I think is what it says, if I remember, something like that. I'm pretty sure one of his grandmas sent this. Now, I like this 3x4 card, but it was too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fussy cut the banner here, and I'm not being as careful as when I normally fussy cut, because it's only really one cut to get this in. If you cut around a whole bunch of things, you really should rotate the piece in your hand, not the scissors. And a lot of times with these, I'm rotating the scissors just because it's one cut. Okay, and the other thing that helps, by the way, when you're fussy cutting is tuck your elbow to your side and keep it there. Don't move it, because you don't want your hand to move. You want to move the piece. So that Valentine's Day banner is from Crate Paper. It's one of their Valentine's lines. I don't remember which, because I had already cut it apart. So I'm looking at putting something up on top here that there was a piece off to the side, actually about the middle of this layout, but that didn't work quite so well to me on the right side for me. So what I'll do here is I'm just going to put that towards the bottom. Now I have this sticker from the Crate Paper Love Notes accent stickers, and I just put some foam tape on the back of it. There was an element right in the center of the two photographs on the original layout that I'm scrap lifting, so I wanted to definitely repeat that. Then I'm taking that same, I had two copies of that Happy Valentine's Day card, and I liked the the variegated colors on it. There was a 3x4 card on the left side of the other layout. You could see more of it, but again, I don't think there was the dimension of her photos or something must have been smaller than mine, because I don't think I could have gotten a full 3x4 card in there. It would have looked kind of funny. And it looked funny to me to only put that little bit of swatch of the card there without repeating it on the right side, because you can't really tell it's a card. You think it's patterned paper. So I've added it to both the right and the left there, but I didn't continue it. I just added a touch of it. So I was thinking about using those foil letters as I'm going to split this title. I think they would have been too big and I would have been able to get it split, because that label is reaching up into the title space a little bit more, and it did on the original layout, but there were some embellishments over the top of it that I'm probably not going to use as I'm going through and looking at this in the same exact placement. So I'm kind of thinking about that this title is going to look more split, and it's different. I don't normally do a title split like this across the top, so that's kind of one of the nice things about doing a challenge like the Chinese Whispers challenges, is it forces you to think a little bit differently than you often do when you scrapbook. And I think that's a nice challenge. Okay, so we got that. And again, that's a card from one of the Crate Paper Valentine's Day collections, but I don't know which one. Okay, I decide here that I better get that piece down, because otherwise I'm going to have a hard time lining up my title if it's floating around here. And then I lifted it back off because the bottom of the white part of that title, the bottom of that banner, was lining up with the top of the photograph, and I'm not a big fan of having lines from different things lining up. I like them to be a little bit offset. That's just my thing. So that glitter alpha is from American Craft Stickers. It's the Journal Alpha in red. I'm MacGyvering here a little bit because I don't have an A, so I'm just going to take a V and flip it upside down, and then I'll put a little dot in the middle so you get the A. And by the way, I forgot to put the dot in until after the camera was shut off. I did do it though eventually. You can do the same thing, by the way, with U's. You can make U's into A's as well. So the shirt says I am loved, so I'm doing a little thing of you are loved. They don't live in the same state as any of their close relatives, so he gets lots of little presents sent to him. So I think reinforcing you are loved is good. So that space between the you are loved is really bothering me. It looks like too big of a space to me. So I think I need to get something up there, but I'm not sure. And I grabbed these October afternoon red sled label stickers. Obviously they're not around anymore, so you can't get them, but that's where this comes from. And I put 2 circles up at the top to fill in that space. And then I found that little tiny label on the bottom there, and I liked that piece there. So that's, you're getting a little label there. And then I'm looking here at these Crate Paper Hello Love stickers, and that I bought at Hobby Lobby. It was part of their Valentine's Day collection in 2017. Obviously they are from a Crate Paper collection though. So I just added a little phrase that said cutie pie. And then I decided I wanted another label on that left side too, so that you have 3 sort of labels, that rule of 3, to kind of bring your eye around the layout. And I'm thinking about what I want to do. I like that XOXO label. Kind of playing with other ones, but they all just felt too long. So I just left the XOXO there. And then I grabbed these Pebbles Puffy Heart stickers here. And I liked the striped hearts because this is it's a masculine layout, but there's a lot of red and even pink on here. So I thought it would be nice to use a stripe in there, and then added a red heart there, and then kind of I'm going to work that XOXO in there so that the label acts as a grounding element for this layout. And then I'll add 2 hearts down here as well. I didn't add anything on that top one because I think it would have evened the clusters out too much and kind of distracted you from the title. So I only did the hearts kind of diagonally here. All right, guys, there's the layout. Here are the still shots and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye. Almost forgot this, guys. Chinese Whispers is from the Scraptastic Inspiration Group on Facebook. It's run by Julie Wickens, so check that out. It's a pretty cool group where we do challenges once a month. Bye, everybody.